Hi, welcome to the Alta High School Library Media Center. We're here today to just show you a few of the basics of how we work and so you know what to expect when you come in. The library is open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. and we'd love for you to come in before and after school and at lunch. If you come in during a class, you do need a pass from your teacher, so make sure you bring that in. Anytime you come in during class, please make sure you check in with one of our lovely aides behind the counter here, and they can have you sign in and get you set up. But if you come in before and after school and at lunch, feel free to just come in. We have a bank of computers right here that are great to use before to do your homework, get your homework done, and we do allow you 5 free prints for school assignments. And then after that, we charge you 5 cents a page. So we also have color copying. If you're interested in making a color copy, those are 50 cents a page. But we'd encourage you to use that area. So let's talk about where you can find materials in the library. These 3 first shelves here are your fiction. So these are all your latest titles, and they're categorized by the author's last name, of course. And then if you look over here, you see all of our nonfiction. So all of your information for classes, or if you want to research a topic, are here in nonfiction. And at the very end, we have a reference section. Also down in that reference section, we hope to have extra copies of your classroom textbooks. So if you ever need to do an overnight checkout of a classroom textbook, you can come here and see if we have that textbook for your class. Okay. This is the library computer lab, and you'll come here with your classes. This is not for students to use on their own. You do need to be with a teacher when you're in here, but we have a lot of nice Macs for you to use when you come down as a class. When you've found the book you want, bring it up here to the front counter and we'll check it out to you. Library books check out for 3 weeks. You can renew them online if you need more time. If it is a late book, it will charge you 10 cents a day in fines. And then once you're finished with the books, we have 2 book returns on either end of the library. So you can just come on down and drop your book in. We do ask that you return textbooks to us so we can verify that it's the correct book. Hi, today we're going to talk about how to find a book in the Alta High School Library. So you're going to want to start on the home page of the school, ahs.canyonsdistrict.org. And from there, you're going to want to select departments and scroll down to Library Media Center. And that'll take you to our library homepage. This has some really good information for you. It can be a really good resource. Some recommended books are on here, as well as searching in our library's catalog. And it also has a link to pioneerlibrary.org. Pioneer Library is a great place for when you're doing research for a class. It has some really good scholarly information, and it's much better than a Wikipedia or a Google search. It will actually save you a lot of time. And then if you scroll down, you see some of our policies. If you're curious about how long books check out for, or can you make a copy or print something off the computers, that information is here, as well as our hours and things like that. If you're ever looking for a good book to read, you may want to go here to Books. It has a lot of good suggestions. There's a fun graphic that will guide you through selecting a book based on your interests. And there's also some fun book trailers. And then if you're involved in a research project, I'd suggest you head here, because that will give you some really good information on how to find good information and how to find it quickly and not waste a lot of time. So today we're going to find a book. So this is an old-fashioned card catalog if you're not familiar with those. So I'm going to select that, and that will take me to Destiny Quest, which is our catalog that houses all our books and has our information. The first thing you're going to want to do is log in. So come up here to log in, and you log in to Destiny the same way that you log in on the computers at school. So you're going to do your first letter of your first name, your first 3 of your last name, and your last 4 of your student number. And then your password is simply your student number. So again, first letter of first name, first three of last, and last four of student ID, and your password is your student ID. So go ahead and log in. There are some benefits to logging in, why I suggest you do it right at the beginning. If you come up here to My Info, it's really nice because you can see what books you have checked out, including your textbooks, which is great. So if you wonder if you've switched textbooks with someone in your class, you can go in and find the number on your barcode and see. So it'll let you know what books you have checked out, if you have any holds. So John Adams has one hold. Any lists, any books that are on your lists, and any recommendations that other people have made for you. So it has a lot of good information there for you. It also has the top 10 books in the library, so those that are most checked out and most popular will be listed here. Some resource lists for classes, and some new arrivals. You can also access your personal list from here. So if someone suggests a book to you and you maybe don't have time to go grab it right then, add it to your list, and then the next time you need a book, you can pull up your personal list and it'll be waiting there for you. So there are 3 ways to search in Destiny Quest. You're going to go here to the Find box. You can search under the title if you know the title. You can search under the author's name, or you can search under the subject. So let's start with subject. Say you were researching animal rights. You would just simply enter that, and it will pull up all the books in our library that are on animal rights. So you can go in, if you hover over the book, it will tell you more about it. You can add it to your list and then come to the library and look for it, and then it'll be saved for you there. It also tells you the call number, which is where to find it in the library. And you'll notice that most of these have the same call numbers. There's also an option right here to click on Find Websites, and these are very good websites based on that topic that will lead you to good, credible information. You can also narrow your search over here. So if you want a lower reading level or a higher reading level, if you want to read a particular Lexile level, you can narrow your search for that. You can do that with fiction and nonfiction. So if you've taken your SRI and you know your Lexile range, you can search within that range or stretch a little bit. The other way to search is by author's last name. So say you know that Orson Scott Card has a new book out and you're wondering if we have it in the library, just enter his name and it will pull up all the books we have of his. You can see we have 30 of his titles, so you could scroll through and you could hover over each one and get a sense of, oh, that one's 2008, probably not his latest, but you can get a good idea. Then it also tells you here in the corner if the book is in and available. So say I was interested in this book, I could go here, I could place a hold on it. That's a nice feature to do, especially if one is checked out, and then we'll hold it for you once the person brings it back. You can add it to your list. Say we didn't have it in our library, you could make a wish for it that we would purchase it. Or if you've read it and want to recommend it, that's kind of fun to go in and review books. The third way to research a book is through the title. So say you've heard about this book Divergent, which is kind of a fun one. They're making a movie out of it right now. Say you just type in the title and up it comes. And it's nice, it has those pictures again, and I can see, oh, here's Divergent, look, it's in. I hover over it, and it tells me, oh, there's one of them in. If you notice, I have already placed a hold on this. It will hold it for you for 5 days. And so you need to get into the library pretty quickly to come pick it up. But we will hold it for you. And so here's some more information. Here's reviews other students have done on the book, and it looks like it's highly recommended, and it would give me the information for finding it. So that is the Destiny Quest Library Catalog, and that's kind of the quick version of how you can find information in the Alta High School Library.
Please hang up and try again.